Much like anything else in life, careers can die. Sounds morbid and sad, but it's kind of true. Not everyone in Hollywood can stay relevant and in the public eye forever. Sometimes careers just run their course, and other times they are ended due to some kind of scandal. Either way, it makes for some interesting banter, so let's get to counting down the top 10 celebrities who destroyed their careers in seconds 2021. At number 10, Armie Hammer. 2021 started off with an absolute bombshell of a scandal. The first big entertainment news story of the year followed the downfall of actor Armie Hammer after a series of DMs were leaked that exposed his life behind closed doors. Specifically, the bedroom door. An Instagram account called House of Effie was the one to expose Armie after they posted dozens of screenshots that showed the actor's conversations with various women between 2016 and 2020. The messages show Armie talking about his bedroom fantasies, including fantasies of consensual non-consent and eating his partner. As a result of the scandal, Armie's career has taken a nosedive. When the scandal first broke, Armie withdrew from an upcoming film he was set to star in alongside Jennifer Lopez, and since then he's also been dropped from the cast of an upcoming Paramount Plus project about the making of The Godfather. Armie has also been dropped by his agency and his publicist as well. His career may be over because of this leak, and though he didn't completely tank his own career, since this was because of a leak, he still played a part in his own career demise since he's the one who sent those messages in the first place. At number 9, David Dobrik. YouTuber and former Viner David Dobrik was once considered by many as YouTube's golden boy. He was really popular on the platform with his nearly 9 million subscribers, and he's found a lot of success in Hollywood as well, as he's been cast on TV shows as a host and judge on a few game shows. However, in recent weeks, David's popularity has begun to fall, and his praise has turned into scrutiny after people have started to come forward with allegations of and bullying against David. Former members of David's YouTube friend group called The Vlog Squad have come forward calling David out for bullying and creating a toxic environment, as well as orchestrating pranks that resulted in one friend getting assaulted. On top of that, recently a former fan came forward naming a Vlog Squad member as the person who assaulted them while they were under the influence, and also called David out for filming part of their alleged. Because of David's content, he has hurt people and has caused a lot of emotional pain and distress, and with the backlash that he's facing because of it, David's career might be over. Now, before I continue on with our list, I'd like to quickly ask you guys to consider leaving a like on this video if you're enjoying it so far, because it really helps the channel out. At number 8, Gina Carano. Recently, Disney was hit with another scandal, but luckily it wasn't from one of their most famous controversial stars like Bella Thorne or Lindsay Lohan. This scandal came from one of their newest stars, Gina Carano, known for her role in the Disney Plus series The Mandalorian. This scandal came about after Gina tweeted a controversial message saying that being a Republican is similar to being Jewish doing the implying that Republicans are being persecuted in a way because of their political beliefs. This tweet angered a lot of fans, but it's not the first time that the actress has made headlines concerning her offensive tweets. She's also made anti-mask posts and has tweeted about suspected voter fraud during the recent US presidential election. The executives at Lucasfilms, the people behind the making of The Mandalorian, made the decision to fire Gina as a result, and her career has tanked. Her tweets really did destroy her career in seconds because it caused fans to turn on her and caused her to lose a job working for one of the biggest companies in the industry. At number 7, James Charles. Though there are still a number of people who love YouTube beauty guru James Charles, there's also an increasing number of people who don't. Over the last few years, James has gotten himself into a number of scandals and dramas, so much so that it's becoming the new norm. After his big blow-ups with Tati Westbrook, Jeffree Star, and Shane Dawson from 2019 and 2020, James lost out on a lot of support because of allegations against him, and this new scandal that he's facing could do even more damage. Recently, James has been hit with backlash after it was discovered that he had solicited private photos from a fan who turned out to be under 18. James was exposed by said fan on social media, where he showed off their messages and photos sent to each other over the period of time that they had been talking. These allegations are similar to others that he's faced in the past, and so since this kind of thing is not only incredibly controversial but also illegal, this could certainly end his career. When news of this scandal first broke, there was talk of legal repercussions that he could potentially face, so you never know, we could be saying bye sister for good. At number 6, Marilyn Manson. Another big bombshell scandal that dropped early this year is the allegations of abuse against singer Marilyn Manson. Actress Evan Rachel Wood came forward in February this year, naming Manson as the one who caused her mental, physical, and emotional distress while in a relationship. She released a statement to her Instagram calling Manson out and also saying that she was, quote, brainwashed and manipulated into submission by him. In the past, Manson has faced similar accusations, but this one from Evan was the one to end his career. I mean, he really ended it himself as soon as he started hurting her and every single one of his other victims. As a result of this, the singer was dropped by his manager and record label, as they were also called out for having enabled him the whole time this abuse was going on and for trying to cover up these scandals in the past. People need to learn to be better and that this kind of behavior is not okay. At number 5, Butch Hartman. If you're familiar with Nickelodeon shows like Fairly Odd Parents, Danny Phantom, and Tough Puppy, then you'd be familiar with Butch Hartman. Butch is the creator and illustrator behind these shows and characters, and he's been pretty famous for his artwork since the successful animated series got off the ground. Recently, however, he's had a fall from grace that may have just ended his career, or at least his credibility. Butch was caught plagiarizing artwork and selling it to fans, charging upwards of $200 for a piece. Since he's recently taken to doing commissions for fans where they submit a prompt or request for something they'd like him to draw for them, people have been sharing their commissioned artwork online. One artist saw this and realized that a specific piece that Butch sold, which was a drawing of a character from the anime Attack on Titan, was actually plagiarized by another artist. This mini scandal started to circulate around the internet, creating more and more tension and increasing fury. In the art world, plagiarism is a huge deal and is something that can easily end your career. Since this scandal broke, the comments of Butch's social media posts are flooded with angry fans, and a lot of them have lost respect for him. Now that he's been caught plagiarizing, his career might be over. At number 4, Piers Morgan. After Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's bombshell interview, media sources were buzzing, and really that's all anyone in the entertainment industry could talk about for the following days. The information shared in the interview were some big juicy secrets, serious allegations, and deeper looks into the lives of Meghan and Harry. One person who picked their interview apart was TV broadcaster Piers Morgan, and his actions ended his career in seconds. During the interview, Meghan opened up about her mental health, saying that there was once a point after marrying into the royal family that she wanted to take her own life. Piers Morgan spoke out about this on air of Good Morning Britain and said that he, quote, didn't believe a word she said. After Piers made those comments, he started to face massive backlash as people said his comments on Meghan's mental health were diminishing and disrespectful. The studio he worked for, as well as Piers himself, started receiving harsh comments, and so Piers actually decided to leave his position at Good Morning Britain. Some say that his career is as good as over now because of what he said about mental health and because he refuses to take back what he said. At number 3, Winston Marshall. Mumford & Sons guitarist Winston Marshall ended his career after sharing praise for a book that, quote, condemns the destructive rise of Antifa. Marshall, the band's banjoist and lead guitarist, was called out after tweeting the book's author, telling him that he was a, quote, brave man for writing this book. The book, unmasked inside Antifa's radical plan to destroy democracy, has caused tension between fans of the band as well as the band itself, as a close source to the group said that Winston's praise of the book had deeply hurt the band. The group members had a crisis meeting which then resulted in them coming to the decision to kick Winston out of the band, effectively ending his career. At number 2, Brad Pitt. After a messy and very public divorce, Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie have not been on good terms. Recently, Angie came out saying that she is prepared to share proof of Brad Pitt's alleged domestic disputes, and this could end him. As we've seen recently, these kinds of things are taken very seriously and can severely damage your career. If Angie is going to share information that shows Brad as violent, it could be career altering, and it would essentially be his own fault. Yes, Angie is the one exposing him, but it's his actions that have landed him in this situation in the first place. There's no word yet on what this proof is or what it will tell us of their relationship, but it could end up being a very big story. And finally, at number 1, Chris Harrison. The Bachelor/Bachelorette is one of TV's hottest reality shows on the planet. Every few months when a new season starts, people tune in to watch the contestants' journey to find love, and the one person that we're always welcomed by is host Chris Harrison. Chris has been with the show since 2002, but his time with Bachelor Nation has come to an end after a recent scandal that completely ended his career. After old photos resurfaced of one of the Bachelor's contestants at an antebellum-themed sorority party, as well as Confederate TikToks, there was a call to seek accountability from said contestant. When asked about it in an interview, Chris went on to seemingly defend this contestant when he said, quote, "We all need to have a little grace, a little understanding, a little compassion. Because I've seen some stuff online, this judge, jury, executioner thing, I haven't heard Rachel speak on this yet. Until I actually hear this woman have a chance to speak, who am I to say any of this?" End quote. People found these comments to be offensive and insensitive, saying that he was too quick to defend this contestant's actions. It has since been announced that he would no longer be returning to the show, ultimately ending his career. Now, I want you guys to tell me about any other celebrities who you think belong on this list. I'm sure there are other celebs who've ended their career, so let me know your thoughts down in the comments. But anyways, guys, that's been our list. I've been your host, Brie Boom, and until next time, stay safe, make good choices, and stay goofy, friends. Bye!